It's another brand new day and a beautiful sunny afternoon here in Sweden. Greetings to you and welcome back to my channel. If today is your first time here, kindly support me by subscribing to my channel. Also turn on your notification so that you will be among the first to be notified anytime we drop a new video. If you are a returning subscriber, thanks for returning and remain blessed. Today, I want to talk about getting students apartments in Sweden. As we all know, the admission list was released on 30th March 2023, and the next thing you are expected to do as you wait for scholarship decisions is to register for accommodation and start garnering Q points, as Sweden makes use of Q point systems when it comes to accommodation. Because there are too many universities in Sweden, I have decided to focus only on the major universities in no particular order. So which simply means your university might come first or last or in the middle, depending. So that's why it is important for you to stick on and watch this video till the end. First, I will talk about getting accommodation if you were admitted into Dalarna universities. So I want us to first of all talk about getting accommodations for those admitted into Dalarna universities. Then it is important at this point to note that Dalarna University has two major campuses, one in a city called Falun and the other in a city called Borlänge. So what I want to do now is I want to first of all talk about the campus in the city of Borlänge, after which I talk about the campus in the city of Falun. Depending on your program, so because some programs are, done at the Falun campus, while some other ones are done at the Borlänge campus. Especially if you are studying medical courses such as sexual reproductive health, that is done at their Falun campus. But if you are, into economics and engineering, like solar energy engineering or energy built environment, then these programs are obtainable in their Borlänge campus. But then, of course, you should know from your notification of admission or from the information on the website when you applied for admission, in which campus your program is offered. So let's get going. For the Borlänge campus, the company in charge of student accommodation is known as Tunabigen. So Tunabigen here simply means, I don't need to start explaining what all those things means, but then just know that Tunabigen is the housing company that is in charge of student accommodation for Dalarna University Borlänge campus. So what I want us to do is to have a kind of brief overview of how the website looks like. So when I say Tunabigen, this is what I mean. I believe you can easily see it. Tunabigen.se. So this is it here. So this is how the website looks like. It is important to note that Tunabigen is not only, they don't only offer students apartments, but they also offer other types of apartments like to non-students as well. So, and fortunately, you can also get a family apartment with Tunabigen, but then it might be relatively more expensive than that of a regular student apartment. So, but yeah, it is possible to get a family apartment with Tunabigen. So as you can see, this website is in Swedish. So it is left for you to, translate it to English or any other language of your choice. So let me try translating this to English. Sorry. So what I do, because I use Google Chrome as my browser, so I will simply right click. Okay, I think the right clicking button is not working for this. Okay, yeah, this is it. So I right click and then I see I see translate. You can see it here, translate to English. I choose it. So now it has translated the website to English language. There are many ways of doing this translation. So you have to use the method that works for you. So now we are in the website. You can see different types of apartments. So if you just need an apartment for vacation, you click here. So you see move to us, tenant, and then student. So as a student, you have to click student here. So it redirects you to the student portal, as you can see here, student.tunabigen.se. So here, because you are a new student and do not have an account with them already, so what you need to do is to click on register. You see register here, you click on register. So, and then follow the instructions to get yourself registered. It is important to note that for all of you, no matter your university, the housing company would ask you to upload an evidence to show that you are a student. And it is enough to upload the PDF document, which you should download from university admissions as your notification of admission. It is enough to upload this document there. That is enough to prove that you are a student. Without uploading that, you will not be considered for a student apartment. This is very important, irrespective of your university. So I wouldn't want to go further because I don't want this video to be too lengthy, and we have lots of universities to talk about. So at this point, I believe you already know what to do. You can quickly fill up this form and create your account and start garnering Q points. So this is for those admitted to Borlänge campus of Dalarna University. Then if you are admitted to the Falun campus, the housing company in charge of that is called Kopparstaden.se. So we type it Kopparstaden. This is Kopparstaden.se. So you can see the website here very clearly. So you can write it down and then type it into your browser. So this is how the website for Kopparstaden looks like. So you can see in their own website, they have the translate icon. So you can just easily click on translate and then have it translated to any language of your choice. So you can see here, Swedish to English. If I want to choose any other language, I just click on that drop down. So it shows me different types of languages. I can choose any language I want to translate to. So, but for the purpose of this video, let us leave it at English language. So this is how it looks like. And then you see here, ask for vacation, type of accommodation. Then you see students here. You can see students here. So you click on students also, just as in the case of Tunabigen. So, and when you click on student, then you can see other links like search available student accommodation, our student housing, about your student accommodation, international students, university scholarship, and so on and so forth. So because you are a new student and doesn't have an account with them, the first thing you need to do is to create an account. So to do that, you can see when you come down here, you see what they wrote here, get in the housing queue. So when you click get in the housing queue, it should take you to a page where you have to register yourself. So now it asks you housing queue, high school student. You are not a high school student. So let's search for the one. Okay, look here. So you can see here, register for the queue you are interested in. So can you see it here? So you now click on register, and then it opens and allows you to register yourself for the housing queue. So you can see it here. It is now open, queue registration. Then it asks you the kind of queue point you want to garner. Is it for apartment? Apartment here is not really student apartments, but regular apartments for every other person. So, but since you are looking for a student apartment, you have to click this drop down arrow and then select student apartment. So you can see now we have selected student apartment. So once that is done, it takes you further. Okay. Okay. It did it. Yeah. You have to click here, next stage. So next as tag means next stage or next. So of course you can always translate the page to English so you understand what those terms or words mean. So here now you can see you can easily fill up this page so as to get yourself registered in the housing queue. So this is it for Copperstaden. If you were admitted into Dalarna University, the Falun campus. So now, having said this, let us quickly move to all the students admitted into any university in Stockholm. So in Stockholm City, there are at least Södertörn University, KTH, Stockholm University, Karolinska Institute. So that's at least 4 universities. There are other ones like Stockholm Business School and so on and so forth. So, but I want to concentrate mainly on these 4. But irrespective of your university, as long as it is inside Stockholm City, all of them use the same housing company. Okay, and the housing company they use is called the Stockholm Students Bostäder. You can see it here, Stockholm Students Bostäder. So the website is sssb.se. So this is it. I click on English language so as to translate the page to English language. So here we are. We now have the English language version of the website. So you see, start, stay with us, our housing, looking for housing, and so on and so forth. As usual, let us, of course, this is just for students. So because of that, you don't necessarily need to select the type of apartment because this particular housing company only focus on students' apartments. Okay, so let's try to register ourselves. Then here you see apply for housing. So let's click on it and see what happens, because since we don't already have what do you call it, an account, it has to definitely ask us to create an account. So if you look at, let's see, let's look for where to create the account. Okay, you can see register here on top. So you click on register, and then as usual, just like other ones, it will open a page for you to fill. So you can see, then you fill all the required information. By so doing, you already have an account with them, and your point will start to accumulate from the very day you applied or registered with the company. So this is it for SSSB, that is a Stockholm student Bostad, for all the students admitted into any university at all in Stockholm. Okay, so having talked about that, let us quickly move over to Lund University. So for students admitted to Lund University, there are there are about one, two, three. There are three major housing companies that are in charge of student accommodation for Lund University. So the first one is called LU accommodation, that is Lund University accommodation. Then the next one is bupulen.nu. And then the last one is AF Bosteda. So let us look for this. I don't have the website for LU accommodation, but we can quickly search for that on Google. So you see, there we are, luaccommodation.lu.se. You can see the website here. You click on it. There we go. You can see it, luaccommodation.lu.se. So you see it. So just as in all other ones we have talked about, the first thing to do is to look for the link to register yourself. So you register yourself in the housing queue, and I think this should be the link that will take us there. So let's try it out and see what happens. So we clicked on it, and then this is the page, moving in, living with us. So first of all, I will advise us, if your university has more than one housing companies, make sure you register in all of the housing companies. So like for Lund University, for example, I've already mentioned that they have 3 housing companies providing student apartments. So make sure you register to all of them. So the reason for doing this is to increase your chances of getting an apartment. So I hope that is clear. Now let's continue searching for where to register ourselves in the queue. So apply for student accommodation. Let's check that out. Okay, I think I saw where they wrote housing something, housing account. Okay, so we will check it out. Okay, students' applications are divided into the following three groups: exchange student, program students, others. Of course, you should be program students. So let's click on program students and see. So here we are, program students. Then you read the instructions. I think this is just taking us time here. So I will instead click on the housing account that I saw there before now. So when we click on the housing account, this is what we have. Yeah, this is where to register. So you can see if you already have a housing account, you have to log in from here. So, but if you don't have, you have to register here by clicking register. So that's what we have been looking for. There it is. So you follow whatever instruction that was given and then continue to fill up the form to get yourself registered in the LU accommodation website. So let's move to the next one, bupolian.nu, bupolian.nu. So that's the second housing company for students of Lund University. So here we are. Then we have to also translate to English. So you can see find housing in Lund. So of course, students of Malmö University can also live in Lund. So Malmö is not too far from Lund. So if you can't find an apartment in Malmö, you can also consider registering yourself in all these apartments, all these housing companies in Lund. But then you will have to be commuting from Lund to Malmö every day that you have class. So this is it. You have to choose location. Okay, let's see. Then you see here Lund, Malmö. Can you see it? So that means if you are a student of Malmö, just like I already said before, you can also register yourself here. But then instead you can just choose Malmö here. So, but since we are talking about Lund, let us choose Lund there. So we have chosen Lund. And then we say room in an apartment, room in student housing. So if you are going with your family, you have to select room in student housing and also room in apartment if you are going with your family. But if you are single and going alone, or maybe you are married but going alone, you can just select room in student housing. So that should be enough. So, okay, I think what we are trying to do is to search for student housing, but no, what we need to do first is to create an account with this particular housing company. So as usual, let us try and see if they also run account creation. Okay, these are ads for that. For this one, I can't see any link to create an account. So I want to, you can just carefully search for it, but to check whether I need to create an account or yes, then I have to just try and apply for an apartment. So if it allows me, then that means you can apply for apartments without creating an account. So, but if it doesn't, then that means you must have to create an apartment, an account. So this is, okay, from what I am seeing here, this actually, you might not need to create an account with this. So because you can see that house that I saw, which I clicked on, it showed me the profile of the owner of the apartment. You can see here. So you can click see profile to get the contact of the owner, and you can discuss with the owner directly. So you can see they are receiving the phone number. You can see it, the phone number and email of the person. So which means that for this particular website, you don't necessarily need to create an account. All you need to do is search for a house, get the contact details of the owner of the apartment, and then chat, call or email the person, and then you people can take it up from there. So that is for bopolian.nu. So let us look for AF Bostada. So you can see the website for AF Bostada here. So you can also change it to English language, just as usual. So here we are. Then you have to create an account with them. What I suggest you do, just click on this login. So when you click on login, it brings out this. So you see, if you already have an account, you just go on to put your email and password and log in. So, but if you don't already have an account, of course, I assume you don't because you are a new student. Just click on register here, and then it takes you to where you need to register. So you follow the instruction there. I don't want to, go through all this because just like I said, I don't want this video to be too lengthy. So now we have covered Dalarna University, Stockholm, all the universities in Stockholm, Lund University. So the next university we have to go to is Umeå University. So if you are admitted to Umeå University, as usual, there are more than one housing companies that, have how student housing in Umeå. So in my list, I have about 4 of them. So bostaden.umeo.se, hemstaden.com, riksbyggen.se, and k2a.se. So I don't know. To save our time, I will not continue going into the websites one after the other. So, but what we are going to do is I will have to, for every university in the video, I will include the link, or let's say the website, the URL to all the student housing companies in that particular city. So all you need to do is to possibly write down the websites, and then on your own, you try to search the websites out and apply for their housing queue. So for that of Umeå University, of course, I will write all the websites so you will get them. You don't have to worry. So for Luleå University, So in case you might be wondering, Umeå, Luleå, all of them are in the northern part of Sweden. So for Luleå University, um, Luleå University has two campuses, just like Umeå University. I failed to mention that Umeå University also has two campuses. So just like Luleå University. So for Luleå University, the housing companies that are in charge of student apartments, if your campus is situated in Luleå as a city, then you have to consider lulebo.se and Lindbäcks Fastigheten. So I will write down the websites, so don't worry. So just look on the screen, you will see the website for these housing companies. So this is for Luleå campus. And note that all the companies I mentioned ab initio for Umeå University is for the Umeå campus. So, but if you are a student of Umeå or Luleå, but your campus is located in Skellefteå, because in Skellefteå, we have a Umeå University campus here. We have Luleå University campus here. So two different universities, but they have campuses here. So, and all of them use the same student housing company. So for that one, if your campus is located in Skellefteå, which is spelled as Skelleftea with ring on top, then you have to use a housing company called skibo.se. Skibo.se. So you see it on the screen, skibo.se. So that is for Luleå and Umeå campuses in Skellefteå. So we quickly move to another university, Uppsala University. So for Uppsala University, they use basically three different housing companies. So the first one is studentboet.se. Studentboet.se. Then they also there is also another housing company that offer student apartment in the city of Uppsala, known as Rikshem. Rikshem. Then we also have Uppsala Hem. Uppsala Hem. So the websites, I will also write them out on the screen. So just look down on the screen, you will see the websites for all these housing companies. So we move over to the next university, Malmö University. Malmö University. So of course, Malmö University didn't give a clear information about their housing companies, but they promised that all international fee-paying students will be contacted with housing information, and they will send you the links, you know, to the student apartments. So they will send you the links. You have to wait. And they promised that as far as you are an international student, that you are guaranteed an apartment. So you don't have to worry too much. So, but just like I already stated when we discussed about Lund University, you can also live in Lund and then commute to Malmö. So that is it for Malmö University. So now let us move to the next university in my list, Gothenburg University. So Gothenburg University is located in the city of Gothenburg, which is the second largest city in the whole of Sweden. For Gothenburg University, two housing companies, are in charge of student apartments in that particular city. So the first one, which is the major one, is the Stiftelsen Göteborg Student Bostäder. So in short form, it is written as SGS. So their website is sgs.se. So just you can also see the full website on the screen, on your screen. So there is also a second housing company called Youth Hidden's Studiehem. So, and their website is youthhidden.com, which you can also see on the screen here. So the second university, which is also located in Gothenburg, is Chalmers University. So Chalmers University is a private university located also in the city of Gothenburg. So for Chalmers University, if you are admitted into this particular university, the major student housing for this particular university is Chalmers Student Bostäder. Chalmers Student Bostäder. And their website is chalmersstudentbostäder.se, which you can also find on your screen. Then from here, we move over to the next university, Linköping University. Linköping University is a university located in the city of Linköping. So for this particular university, there are basically about 4 different options. And I advise you, just like before, to apply to all of them so as to increase your chances. So the first one is Student Bostäder. So this one is provided by Linköping Municipality, because Linköping University obviously has 2 campuses, one in Linköping and the other in Norrköping. So if your campus is in Linköping, then you have to consider studentbostäder.se. So, but if your campus is in Norrköping, you have to consider Student Bo, which is handled by Norrköping Municipality, and their website is iresbostad.se. Ires is HYRES-BO. Okay, then Bostada, BOSTADER. So you can also see this on the screen, iresbostada.se. Then we also have the third apartment complex known as Colonia. Colonia is actually a student complex on the campus, Vala. So, and the website for it is live2grow.se, live2grow.se. So also you can see the website on your screen. And the fourth one is Hemstaden. So Hemstaden is a housing company. They are available in most cities and municipalities in Sweden. So like if you can remember, when I talked about Umeå University, I also mentioned Hemstaden. So that is to tell you that it's not only available for students of Linköping University. So they are available for also students of many other universities, because this is a private housing company. So you can also have them here in the city of Skellefteå. So, but for Linköping University, you can also use Hemstaden. So these are the 4 housing companies providing student apartments in the city of Linköping. So let's quickly move to the next university, Linnaeus University. Linnaeus University also has two campuses, one in Växjö and another one in Kalmar. So if your campus is located in Växjö, then you have to consider Boplats Växjö, and their website is also given on your screen. So boplats.verque.se. So that is the website for Boplas Verque if your campus is located in Verque. So, but if your campus is located in Kalmar, then you have to consider Kalmar Hem. So, and the website for Kalmar Hem is kalmarhem.se. So KALMARHEM.se. So this is for those whose campus, whose university is Linnaeus University. And this is where I have to stop for today. I believe that I have already covered most of the universities, not most anyway, because there are too many other universities, but the major universities in Sweden. So I think students of other universities will be few. And then if I didn't cover your own your own university in this video, my candid advice to you is to contact your university for a way forward, or look out for a current student in your university and seek for advice on how to go about your student housing. So thank you for watching this video. See you another time. Goodbye and have a nice day.